Yugioh class, how are you today? I've seen many videos on YouTube. How to predict whether a card's price is going to go up or not. How good is this card? Well, why wait for someone to explain it to you? Well, really, I want to know what goes to your mind when you look at a card. How do you determine whether a card is good or bad? Or in the middle? And that brings me to the subject for the day. A card's worth. And what card or type of card is worth the most? Now, I'm not talking about price, but usually if a card is good, super good, your price will go up. If it's super good and easy to get, it won't go up so much. If it's super good and hard to get, its price will go up. I was thinking to myself, how about I put 4 burn cards in every deck I play? And you know what happened? Those burn cards made my opponent life points 8,000 to 6,000 or 8,000 to 5,000 depending on how many of those burn cards I drew. If I drew Ceasefire and my opponent had 5 monsters, oh, that's 25,000 life points, 2,500 life points from you, sir. Good game. You made it so easy for me. Or just desserts. Oh, you got 4 monsters on the field? Oh, your life points are now 6,000. In my opinion, burn cards are the most powerful cards in the game. Burn cards have like the most surprise factor. Oh, summon. Oh, burn. Oh, I wasn't expecting that. It's hard to defend unless you know you're playing against a burn deck. You know a lot of people are playing burn deck this format. People are going to side it. But no. You're playing Watts. You're playing Dragon Rulers. You're playing Gravekeepers. And you have random Ceasefires in your deck and random Just Desert. Your opponent will have a hard time. They will think about that. Oh, he has that. I have to be super conscious now. Gaga Cowboy is the prime example. When our life points get to that 800 mark, and we know our opponent is running level 4s, well, we always think, that stupid Gaga Cowboy for 800 damage. Ugh. And it's only 800 damage. So just imagine if someone was just running 1 Ceasefire. It's at 1 for a reason, because it can inflict up to 5,000 damage in 1 turn. 5,000 damage. So as far as value, how much a card can do for you, its surprise factor, and can eliminate your opponent without a lot of work, burn cards are the way to go. And that's why people play Chain Burn. But I'm not talking about playing a whole deck of burn. Play a deck, test it out, put in 1 Ceasefire. You know, people running Return from a Different Dimension. It's at 1. We know how good it is. Some people forgot how good it was. It wins games. That's why it's at 1. Ceasefire is at 1. It wins games. A card's worth. How do we measure that? How good a card is? Well, we have Swords of Revealing Light. Swords of Revealing Light. And we also have Threatening Roar and Wabaku. People are saying you should play Swords of Revealing Light because it can potentially keep your opponent from attacking for 3 turns, while Threatening Roar is only 1. But here's the thing, Threatening Roar has a surprise factor. That's what makes it better. It's changeable. You play Swords of Revealing Light, your opponent sees it, knows it, is going to find a way to get rid of it. That's why people run Threatening Roar. That's why you don't see people running swords all the time in every deck, even though it's at 3. The same thing goes for Magic Cylinder. We have to wait for our opponent to attack, and they can do all sorts of things before they attack. Mystical Space Typhoon, Night Beam, something. But if you have Ceasefire or Just Desert, you can just, okay, you summon it, you can measure it, you want to take 1,000 damage, wait for them to summon another monster, 1,500 damage, 2,000 damage. Oh, they space it? Oh, at least I get something out of it. Measuring a card's worth, how many uses it has, how changeable it is it too situational or not? Do I have control over when I want to activate the card? That's what I think about when I'm putting in a card in my deck. Its overall usage. So again, how do you measure a card's usage? How do you say, you know what, I'm going to put this in my deck and not this? Just by looking at the card. So thanks for watching, and now it's my turn.